There is so much more to this Illuminati drama than I thought there was, and the layers to this are gonna blow your mind when I get into this. I thought we just had a YouTuber overreacting over some editing drama, and if I was Illuminati, I would wish that was all this was, that I just got into some controversy for being a little silly in terms of claiming that a certain editing style cannot be replicated by any other YouTuber, opposed to where we are now, which is the fact that she's getting exposed for being a legitimate psychopathic criminal. So I wasn't even sure what to make a video on today, but I saw all my commentary friends talking about the Illuminati stuff, and I'm thinking, okay, they're just milking the situation, fair enough. But out of sheer curiosity, I clicked on a video by Grimsy, and it turns out this Illuminati person is like actually way worse than I thought. So Grimsy talked about a video that I want to talk about now called My Response to Illuminati Exposed featuring Oz Media by a channel named Wonderstruck Guy. In this 1 hour and 20-minute video, this dude exposes Illuminati for like what do I even say about this? Like, stealing people's cars? Grand Theft Auto? What is happening right now? Apparently she had her editor live with her for a bit, but the editor had to leave because the condition of the home was unlivable and there was like garbage all over the floor at all times. Bro, this is insane. It's crazy. I blinked. I literally blinked on this Illuminati drama. I was like, okay, she just accused a guy of stealing her editing style, which was the fact that she highlighted text, and that's really stupid. I thought that's all that this was, but dude, there's so much more here. An hour and 20 minutes of just non-stop fire. Okay, this dude just goes off. She's not paying her employees. She's stealing people's cars. She's lying about mental health. Her house is like a disgusting swamp. She's not paying editors. She's ghosting people. Bro, it's a disaster. Now, obviously, if you have like a road trip coming up, a long car ride, a flight or something, then, you know, actually take the time to watch this 1 hour and 20-minute video if you, I don't know, want some entertainment of this sort. Most of us ain't got time for that, so I'm gonna just like go over the craziest parts of this video and play some of the clips because it's actually mind-blowing how this YouTuber, Illuminati, had 1.7 million subscribers, like a pretty well-known YouTuber by many regards, is just doing all this stuff, you know what I mean? Just behind the scenes, an actual freak of nature, all while maintaining the healthy public image of being your happy-go-lucky, woke, progressive YouTuber fighting for kindness and being a good person. You know, before we even get into the clips that I want to show you, I have a theory that the YouTubers who act the nicest and act the most wholesome on camera are the same people that if you investigate their lives a little bit, they have ties to 17 different Amber Alerts. Obviously with some exceptions, like Dan TDM, pretty wholesome guy, probably did nothing wrong, but I've noticed it happen enough to the point where it's not even a false stereotype. Like some of these YouTubers that hold this facade of being so kind, caring, and wholesome, bro, they're so weird behind the scenes.
At roughly 3 a.m., Blair sent me a text stating that I had breached numerous contract violations and that she was in Texas to repossess the vehicle. It goes without saying I was asleep at this time, so obviously I did not see a message that was sent to me at 3 a.m. in the morning. Once I woke up and I saw the messages, I asked Blair for an explanation as to how I breached my contract, to which I was ignored. However, Blair stated she would make arrangements for me to obtain my items. This never took place. I took to Twitter where I made a tweet regarding what had just happened, and I was immediately reminded by one of Blair's managers that I could not speak out on the matter, and I was threatened with NDA. If I had to explain the feeling, I felt helpless. Again, I just wanted to do the right thing and do it the way I was asked. And now I wake up and all my belongings are gone. I cannot explain how weak that makes a person feel. It feels like just a massive, a massive you for no reason. Blair puts in her drive that the car had bottles, a few wrappers, and some clothes. What she fails to show in her video is my skateboard, both my Sad Milk and Wonderstruck Guy play buttons, my $800 GoPro set, and a whole list of other items I was prohibited from obtaining, which I found out recently from Oz. These items were subsequently thrown in the trash after some time.
Illuminati held this person's play button literally hostage before throwing it out along with his skateboard and other belongings. Like, that is a straight up evil thing to do. If I had to choose your punishment, you would be walking the plank right now. I used to think the worst thing ever was that genre of videos of moms destroying their sons' Xboxes. Dude, this is that on like 5 pounds of crack. It's way worse. Somebody who you were working for and or was friends with is now deciding to literally sabotage you and destroy something as priceless as a YouTube play button, along with stealing your car in the middle of the night. And you would think while this is all going down, you're watching your career go up in flames, it's burning in front of your eyes, it's literally a fire hazard, you're on the verge of having to stop, drop, and roll because of your proximity to this burning mess, that you would at least try to get yourself out of it in some sort of way, you know, whip out the metaphorical fire extinguisher, actually give some sort of comment or response on this entire thing, and not just stand there paralyzed like a minion, you know? But instead of any of that, you know what she's doing on her main channel? Posting videos about mac and cheese. I'm not even joking.
Who doesn't love a good mac and cheese, right? Imagine one with that cute shell pasta with tangy, aged white cheddar cheese. Maybe you have it in a bread bowl with some bacon bits on top.
You are talking about mac and cheese! If we live in a simulation, this video should definitely be used as some sort of proof. Only on YouTube will you have a creator with a platform the size of 1.7 million subscribers get exposed for Grand Theft Auto and property damage, then go on to make a documentary about mac and cheese! Now I guess 3.5 thousand of the people that watched this video were so entranced by the mac and cheese commentary that they seem to have either not realized or just tuned out all of the drama. Anyways, take a look at the living conditions of Illuminaughtii's house.
When I took to Twitter in my initial thread, I posted a photo that shows the disaster of a room. When Blair saw this, she had a pretty convincing switch around for this image. She claimed I went into a room that was being used for storage after they moved into their home, and that I was told to not go into this room ever, yet here I was clear as day posting a photo to Twitter of a clearly off-limits room that I used to embarrass Oz and Blair, and that shows my clear lack of respect towards others and their privacy.
This was a room that we told you we were using to move, and we let you know it was off-limits to you. That photo alone shows your consistent lack of respect for Oz's and my boundaries.
The audacity of her to bring up lack of boundaries as if she literally did not just, like, steal this guy's play button and his car. You literally did like a John Wick-style invasion in the middle of the night to steal the dude's car with his stuff in it, and you have the audacity to talk about boundaries because this guy entered a room in a house that was, quote, off limits. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to try to, you know, weasel your way out of this by claiming that it's off limits. We don't do that.
She goes as far to even do an image breakdown analysis of the room itself to prove this image, which I found peculiar watching this for the first time, because if she took this much effort to analyze the image, I don't understand how she didn't notice that the bed on the bottom left was not purchased until 2022, a year after I left Colorado. How do I know this? Because I didn't take these photos. Oz did, and I held back out of respect for my friend. If you look here, you will see that I actually never set foot in that room. These are the living conditions of Oz Media's home after Blair moved back in. Conditions he was embarrassed by. Boxes, trash, cups of mold, all sent to me again 2 years after I left Colorado. And this is my proof that once more, I never set foot in that room, nor did I have malicious intent when I lived there. Blair embarrassed Oz, not me.
Damn, bro, I didn't even expect that switch up. So that's not even his picture. That's the picture of somebody else who was living with Blair or Illuminaughtii, who sent these pictures to Wonderstruck Guy, the guy making the video. So you can't even complain about boundaries and whatever when these pictures weren't even taken by him. Oh, that was pretty cold, I can't even lie.
In the video, I touch on an image I shared to Twitter involving the living conditions of your home while Blair was an active tenant. She claims these conditions were due to her being in the process of a move, and that I took these images with intent to embarrass the both of you. Would you be, in your own words, willing to shed light on these claims?
This is tricky to talk about just because like that was like the condition of living with Blair. Like that's always how it has been. No matter how many times cleaning was attempted, it always ended up becoming that level of mess. There was no cleaning in that house. It was always a disaster. No matter how many times attempts were made, it would take less than a week or two for things to re-messify. I even remember on my 22nd birthday, I had asked like, hey, can we please get like the kitchen and living room cleaned up so we actually have like a space to exist? And that was like my birthday present for that year, was cleaning the kitchen and the living room. Just because the house was always a mess. Yeah, some of it was mine as well, but the thing was there was never a home for, like, right now the house is actually, house is pretty clean right now. I can show pictures of that, but there was no clean. It was always like that. It wasn't just one room, it was every room. And I remember when I was messaging you, there was just a level of frustration because it felt like no matter how often I would actually clean and do stuff, it just always like remessified. There was no cleaning. It just felt useless, and she would never help with cleaning. It was always me. I was always the one breaking down all 800 of her Amazon boxes. I was always the one doing anything cleaning wise. It just felt like I was there to clean up her mess.
Also, not that this is really even a point against her, but rather just kind of like a twinge of irony. This is a person who makes videos exposing big creators for mistreating their employees while simultaneously being like equally as bad as some of these people. I mean, Jeff Bezos isn't stealing his employees' cars and their silver play buttons, is he? Also, buying all your stuff from Amazon, way to support small businesses, dude. Very progressive. Anyways, though, with that all being said, this drama has been long just getting crazy, and I just wanted to talk about it, see this update and stuff, and wow, what a just insane person. Yeah, with that being said, hope you enjoyed. Buy my plushie, and I'll see you later.